matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Donovan Mitchell grew up around pro athletes. His father worked in Major League Baseball, and Donovan said, "I saw guys making millions, staying humble."
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. O'Neal is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the 5 spot. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And the Jazz start out with the ball. O'Neal dishes to Conley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, the seasoned veteran Mike Conley has been such a soft-spoken guy, but he has also been one of the NBA's best leaders, both on and off the floor.
Utah shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And Conley drops them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Outside Jackson. He kicks it to Morris. Outside Leonard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
And here is Conley. The pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. With the floater, the shot's good.
Boy, Mike Conley, the ability to change gears on the drive, that is pretty.
Outside Jackson. To the middle. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Mitchell with it, guarded now by Jackson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Clippers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Mitchell against George. Fires for 3. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You know that old expression, you can't teach size, but Gobert showing great effort as well. I love that he creates second chance opportunities.
Now here's Leonard. That one's not going to go.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot block. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
This is where the frame of Morris allows him to absorb that contact and push right through it.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch four.
Now here's Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it. And that one's good, George.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range crucial.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. No good with the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And he gets it to go. George has got his second bucket.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George, the quick handles for a guy his size.
Back to Conley. Down low. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Conley.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Rondo passes to Leonard. Here's Mitchell. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Rondo scanning the floor. Stolen by Conley. Mitchell in the corner from downtown. Knocks down the 3 ball. Mitchell's got 5.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Outside Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Leonard against Conley. Has to Gobert. Over Rondo. 2 points. That one goes. He's got 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the inside. Here's Leonard. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Mitchell passes to O'Neal. The Jazz working the ball around now. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Clippers trail by 6. On the wing, George. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
Here's Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And that one's good. Leonard.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. 3-point lead. To the paint. Gobert, the pass to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Conley. And again, it's Utah.
Well, smart shot selection from Mike Conley, right? Just get into your mid-range bag and complete the play. He does so there.
Rondo, bounce pass. Here's Leonard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Paul George, tremendous vertical. How fast does he get off his feet?
Latrey. They get it back. Jazz leading by 5. Here's Mitchell. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here. And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And the Clippers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
On defense, the Jazz. 8-point game. Rondo finds George. Inside, here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Utah's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Batum passes to George. Lays it up and banks it in. George has got 8 points.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Outside Conley. Mitchell against George. The try. Oh!
Yes. Guys, you can tell Donovan Mitchell can wear down a defense. He's cooking right now.
Outside Batum. Gobert with the block.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Clippers trail by 8. And it's Utah's ball. Here's Mitchell, but he gets it back. Now George. 8 points for him. Rondo dishes to Leonard. In the corner, it's Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. He has 5.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
George against Mitchell. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
For Utah, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 9 points. Rondo passes to Batum. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, almost effortless there from Kawhi Leonard. The reach and leaping ability. Look out.
Outside Conley. The Jazz working the ball around now. Chalk up 2 there.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Rondo with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. O'Neal against Rondo. Pass to Morris. Leonard looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. They have a 9-point lead. Bogdanovich, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And that one is off. Gobert with the defensive effort. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Clarkson. Misses off the left eye. Los Angeles is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The shot by George, no good.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Here's O'Neal. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Rondo. Pass to Leonard. Over Bogdanovich. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Here's Gobert. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go from outside off the mark. Leonard inside. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Ready by Bogdanovich. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Nicholas Batum. The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
No good on the free throw. He hits the 2nd from the line. And so it's the Utah Jazz sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Clippers trail by 14. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Jazz, Favors is out there with Bogdanovic. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Conley. And it's Clarkson in at shooting guard.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Now here's Leonard. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. Jackson against Conley. Outside, George. Down low, 5 to shoot. Here's Clarkson, and it's blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Leonard. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Now here's Conley. Back to Favors. He dishes it to Clarkson. Second shot opportunity. And with the rebound. Clippers trail by 9. Here's George. Again, Los Angeles.
You're asking for trouble now if you let Paul George get room to run. Excellent transition and superb at getting himself in the right position.
Now here's Conley. He's got 11. They get it again. And a slam dunk by Favors.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. His three-pointers off the mark. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 11-point game.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar. Well, Paul George, smack dab in the middle of the prime of his career, and maybe underestimated, is his drive to win.
And both free throws good for Paul George. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jackson against Conley. And there's the pass to Clarkson. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. Clippers trail by 12. Pass to Leonard. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And Favors kicks to Clarkson. No good on that one. Great D that time from Batum.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And that one, good. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Jackson with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Leonard. And he banks in the layup.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Conley, the pass to Favors. Conley up top, guarded by Jackson. The offensive rebound, Favors. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Jackson passes to George. Shoots. Kept alive. There's the dish to Batum. George, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Clippers trail by 14. Outside Leonard. Shot from the top of the key. Conley grabs the miss. Ingles in the corner. Fires from deep. He doesn't hit that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson, that's good.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Now here's Conley. 11 points in the game. Clarkson dishes to Conley. To the paint, Bogdanovich. And Favors kicks to Clarkson. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Shots good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 6 points in the quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
George double teamed. Batum wide open. He fires. Drops in the tray. Batum's got 7.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Snatched up. Clarkson passes to Favors. Shoots over Batum. Favors can't get it to go.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Here is Conley. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Now, here's George. He's got 12. Stolen by Conley. To the inside, Clarkson, and he slams it one-handed.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Batum inside the three-point line. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And here's Clarkson. 8 points for him. Favors trying to break free.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
George with the bucket.
Consistent shooter from outside the arc. Paul George is terrific at finding space when he needs to get a shot off.
Conley feeling it out. Dishes it to Clarkson. Pulls up, high post. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Batum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's George. And the rejection by Favors.
Derek Favors using that long frame to send that back twice on the pipes, Kevin.
Here's Clarkson. Favors trying to break free. A second chance effort. And Clarkson with the layup. Clarkson's got 10 points in the quarter.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Mitchell comes in for Jordan Clarkson. A free throw drops for Leonard.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Jazz leading by 8. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Mitchell passes to Conley. Now, here is O'Neal. On the wing, Mitchell. 18 points for him. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Here's Mitchell. Mitchell is double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Clippers now. Passes to Mann. Pass to George. Puts it up. O'Neal with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Guys, how often do you see an alley-oop designed for your guard? Donovan Mitchell defies explanation.
Here's Leonard. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Leonard attacking. No good on that one.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Jumps up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, guys, Kawhi may not have averaged 20 points per game until his 5th season, but now it happens with regularity.
The time is 7:00 a.m.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Jackson. Right side, Leonard. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. Over Ingles. Offensive rebound. Zubac. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Mitchell kicks to O'Neal. Back to Mitchell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now Zubac. He dishes it to George. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Now, Paul George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Measures the shot before receiving the pass. It's hard to guard.
Outside Favors. Here's Mitchell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, simply an incredible postseason performance from Donovan Mitchell. The team went out in the first round, but he put the scoring load on his back. One of the best displays of offense I've ever seen in the postseason.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, you have to admire Donovan Mitchell. This guy is capable of playing either guard position, and he plays with so much passion and energy, guys. It's infectious.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Derek Favors. And Mitchell drops them both. Clippers trail by 8. 34 seconds left in the first half. Jackson against Ingles. Here's Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. To the middle, here's Conley, and the rejection by Jackson. And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Oh, big time play!
And he nails it. That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you,